Well, the F5 and the Storm, they made a run for the north and seems to be favoring them. I don't think they'll challenge Keydrill's Pride, but they're doing well. I think they will cross, stay up. Upset are gone right into the land. She's holding high, but the wind seems to be operating a little more northerly. So F5 definitely is going to cross, stay up. And the Storm is higher than the F5, so most likely that she too would cross them. But I don't think they'll cross the Keydrill Pride. Keydrill Pride is really sailing. She's sailing away from them. But the Storm is given a challenge, nevertheless. We'll see how close she comes to the Keydrill's Pride. Keydrill Pride has crossed them all and heading towards Sandy Island. And with the wind operating from the northeast, I think she would stamp her authority on the race. Upsetter is inside. She's going to be crossed by the F5 Tornado. The Storm is not going inside. She's checked it coming out, and also the F5 Tornado is doing the same thing. They're not going into the upsetter inside there. They all heading out so they could make one tack into the foot of sandy ground. As it gets later in the evening, the wind tends to be more operating from a northerly direction. I think the F5 Tornado might have went in a little too far, because she's knocking coming out, and I think the step might challenge her. And there's a Keydrill Pride going to the north wind. Huh? What's that? Yeah. The Storm is to windward. She has about 100 yards to windward of her, so she's ahead, and but this seems to be trying to roll out from under the lee. The storm now is coming down. She's coming down towards the step, and Kedra Pride decided they're not going to leave the boats right over them. They tack and go on in to make attack over them again. Because as we speak, the upsetter seems to be holding her head high up on the inside. She's far back, but she's holding her head up high. So Kedra Pride gone to tack over them and remain over them. Yes, sir. The Kedra Pride seems to be sailing away from everyone. Then followed by the Storm at the moment, who seems to be going to the north again for a hold. I think the Kedra Pride is going to make sure that the upsetter doesn't have a chance to ride over him. So they go in, and I believe they'll tack in front of her. When they get over there, they'll tack in front of her and go back to the north again. The F5 Tornado, she had made a brilliant move. She's gone high on the wind. And she's going out now. She's going to the Kedra Pride. The head of the upset is coming down now, so which indicates that these boats are ahead of her. And now I think the Kedra Pride is going to make sure stamp his authority over him. So he go, and here he goes, tack. Kedra Pride is sailing away from the other boats on boat tack. She's going win and reach above the rest. She tack on the inside of the F5 Tornado, and she's now just sailing over her. The Storm, which was second boat a little while ago, she's under Sandy Island, going towards Tom Dowling, if anybody knows what that it is. And the Kedra Pride is sailing up towards the Sandy Shallow, which is above Sandy. How Sandy Island is situated, then you see, you have an idea of the advantage that the Kedro Pride has. While the Kedro Pride is sailing away, the upsetter is creeping up, trying to take over second place. I would be surprised if she does. The wind is going more northerly now, so the Kedro Pride not heading as high as she was. Yes. Storm coming with the north wind, but the Kedro Pride has covered enough ground to cross her and be able to stand up with the same north wind and maintain her lead. The wind is not as favoring as they had hoped for. When they attacked initially, they were holding high, but now they seem to be heading off a bit. The Kedro Pride is now crossing the storm, while the storm is crossing the F5. Eh? No, she can't. The storm is crossing the F5. Now the Kedro Pride. Wow. They stumble. They stumble. The storm is gaining momentum. Watch it. Yeah. The storm took a lot of ground off the Kedro Pride, and they're running neck and neck now. Kedro Pride is to windward, and while the storm is on the lee, but she's rolling up very close to her. They had, oh boy, everybody crossed the upsetter now, including the step. The step and the F5 crossed the upsetter by quite a margin. It's like Like Carter would say, bags of sugar. Yeah, the race is getting very close now. I thought that TJ Pride was going to run away with it, but the Storm is challenging. The Storm is doing very well. The TJ Pride is on the win, but the Storm is getting in, rolling up towards her too. The race was far apart earlier, but now it's getting closer and closer. Storm is challenging TJ Pride for first, while they challenging F5 Tornado for third. Wow. Storm is sailing. Storm is sailing. She's going across the TJ Pride. From under the leash, she's walking across. TJ Pride is trying to cover up, coming in there because the Storm is really Storm is really gaining ground. She's outreaching the. Yeah. The Storm is outreaching the TJ Pride, and if she does that long enough, she's gonna go sail right across them. And then in the back here, we got the Step. It's doing the same thing with the F5, while the Upset had gone up on the outside, but I don't think the Northwind will sustain her enough to go over these boats. Yes, sir. The Storm is going across her. She's walking across her swiftly. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how the wardens will see it, because there was some hooking up with the storm and the no big thing, and they were quite a bit of chaos in all the stages of the race. So I don't know how the wardens will rule it. But the storm is definitely challenging. All right. Well, the KJ Pride is not giving up. They gone up win again. I think the storm might have tried to roll out too fast, which gave the KJ Pride more chance to recuperate. She's not giving up, but the storm is challenging. The storm now starts to sail out again, which gives us a better chance, because the more gap you open, then you got a better chance of putting on the sun. This boat in front. The storm seems to have maneuvered to get enough distance ahead on the lead, but she's now that she has opened that distance, now she is using everything on the wind to go across him now. Unless KJ Pride comes up with enough power to sail over him, he go soon have to concede. Oh yes. Yep, she's falling out. The storm gone straight across her now. Yeah.
Okay, that was quite a long spell from Richard, keeping you in contact with what's happening. Obviously now it's the storm seemed to have gone right across the Kedra Pride, and the Kedra Pride, by my reckoning, still has not given up. And just in the back there are similar activities taking place, where the one on the inner side and coming from virtually nowhere is in third place. I think that's the we just have to wait and see. But based on what's happening now, if it's a one lap race, looking at the time, it would appear that something drastic would have to be done to actually stop the storm. The storm has really done some magic there in going up on the Cathedral Pride, and we are getting towards the shore now to see if we can cover it from another angle. Activity here much better in terms of the waves, and so not as much wind as we are under the Blue Ridge Hotel. So it is Cathedral Pride led by the storm. Then in the back we have the step, it appears like, and the others are really far behind. So there are two in the front, two just behind the front, or rather three just behind the front, and the other five somewhere, other six somewhere way out in the north. So if you're looking from Crocus Bay at the moment, you will miss these, is because the two inner boats will have gone out of your sight at the moment. But if you're on the North Hill Ridge, you'll be getting a fantastic picture at the moment. If you're on the South Hill also. So here comes the storm towards us, completely outsailed the Cathedral Pride in the last 20 or so minutes, and is coming towards us in the lower part of the sandy ground bay. And how well the storm has sailed, and Whitty was reminding us of some little inconveniences that took place earlier in the race. But my reckoning, once you do not see intervention immediately, well, I think that says some reason. That's just reason for not expecting the worst. So it's the Cathedral Pride. Yeah. And so, that's interesting.
And the
Step is sailing at the moment. We are in for another interesting set of activities. Oh boy, that is interesting. If it's going to be hardly what is happening? No, it's cross there. As a matter. Yeah. So keep going. She should have kept going a bit more. I don't think it's all over as yet. So you hear the little bets at the moment. It's Cathedral Pride and the storm at the moment. The opinion here is that the tap was a bit too quick, and the stay up is coming into it at the moment. Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can. Okay, so the stay up is in what, third place at the moment in the F5. Tornado is not too far behind, but the names that we have to look at now would be the Storm, the Cathedral Pride, and the upset or the stay up. The stay up. So if you're looking for hill. Certainly, you're having a wonderful view at this time, and quite several nice villas we are seeing from here in this sandy ground bay. We are seeing the effect of the hot sun, and so here comes drift. Kedra Pride, the Storm, and the Stay Up. All three of them are in contention at the moment. It will. So where the Storm is tacking now. So let's see what happens. What happens? So okay, you hear the experts in the back here saying the Kedra Pride and the Stay Up. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see that. So the Kedra Pride is coming very quickly. So is the Stay Up. So is the Storm at the moment. So let's look at what's happening here. Kedra Pride is the Storm at the moment. So we are waiting to see what will happen. Opinions change very quickly. That all three of them will have to attack again. So we are waiting to see what happens. Just 50 meters or about from the stake. At the moment, I'm going to go for the Storm. Let's see how well that was. Kedra Pride somewhere in the running, but to me the talk of not making it is not so, is because the Storm by morning will make it through the stake at the moment. Yes, and that there it goes. Storm's winner of the B class. So Kedra Pride now is coming. So okay, so yeah, Kedra Pride second, the Storm first, and they certainly is going to be the upset. It looks like now the Stay Up. The Stay Up is going to be third. So they, so I'm always a believer that once the wardens do not go and intervene at the time of the activity, there's nothing to worry about. But what we are seeing on the ground here, Stay Up number 3, number 2, Kedra Pride, and number 1 is the Storm. We are. What's the yellow one here? F5 Tornado is 4th, and we are waiting on the 5th boat. Upsetter would be 5th. So the five first prizes would be Upsetter, 5th Tornado, 4th, 3rd. Third will be the Stay Up, 2nd will be Kedra Pride, and number 1 will be the Storm. Witty, your comments?
Well, as we see it, as they touch the stake, I don't know what the positions are. The Storm, Kedra Pride, and F5, followed by the Upsetter. But they've been hooking up and stuff, so I don't know what the officials would rule. So we leave.
If the mask now it's kind of the same thing. I think you may do that.
You're not supposed to. Yeah. Yeah. Because the problem is that's a dangerous thing there. I thought one of them would have sunk. Yeah. Well, with all the hooking and stuff, there were no actual casualties, so everybody thus far reached home safe. No broken boom, no broken mast, none actually sunk. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so as we see it, Storm, Kedra Pride, Stay Up, F5 Tornado, followed by Upsetter, and then we have Legal Rights coming in 6th. Way in the back we have Tornado, not Tornado, we have Dark Shadows and the Alma Gloria, and then we have the Return further back, and then on the horizon we got Warrior 140. So Ralph, I think you want to, where's Ralph? You give your closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you, Witty. Well done. We've come to the end of the first of the races, boat races for the August summer festivities. A fantastic day. It has been a fantastic start to the boat racing season, August week. I hope you have enjoyed being with us. It's a bigger activity to come in a while. Captain Zeke and his mate always does good service for us, clean stringing on the other end. Witty has come on and has covered the races fantastically. And thanks very much for being with us. We are going to take a break and come back later for the A-class races.